You are live.
Hello, hello.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
hello.
Hello, everybody
Hi, you guys.
who is with us today. Magali, Marie, Gerard, Florian, Pierre, Bernice, Carol, Fabio, and is that, yeah, Magali. And so, hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Writing a Film Review. My name is Drew, and I'm based in Lyon. And my partner today is.
Hello. I'm Angelique. I'm also based in Lyon. I think everyone knows where I'm from. I'm from the United States, from Chicago, Illinois. And what about you, Drew? Where exactly are you from?
Originally, I'm from a small village in England, a very small village in the center of England called Ketton. But
How,
I've
what, yeah.
mhm.
No, what's the population of the people in your city?
Very small, probably less, maybe about 1,000 people,
Oh,
about 1,000 people. So very small,
small.
very small.
Maybe we should get into what we are doing today.
Let's. So,
Yeah.
yay. Today, writing a film review in this focus activity, present simple, description words, and making suggestions.
Good. Do we start with the banner question, Drew, or should we just get started?
Oh, do you prefer going to the cinema or watching films at home? It's a good question.
Hmm.
It's difficult to choose. I don't know what I prefer. What do you prefer, Angelique?
Um, well, right now, of course, watching films at home, uh, I think it depends on the movie.
Hmm.
If the movie is very exciting and there's a lot of action, I like to see it at the IMAX on a big screen. Um, but if it's a movie and the reviews are not very good, I think I prefer just to watch at home. What about you?
Yeah, similar, I think. Maybe these big, expensive films with the special effects, the big, big sound. Maybe it's good to see it on a big screen and experience it. But yeah, maybe a quiet movie at home is always nice as well.
I agree. What do you guys think? Do you guys prefer to watch a movie at home, or do you prefer to go to the cinema and see a movie? Um,
I can see we've
Drew,
been joined by Massimo as well from Bologna. Hello, Massimo.
hello. Do you remember the last film you saw at the cinema?
Yes, yes, I do.
Okay.
Long time
What
ago.
what was it?
I can't remember the title because it has different titles in France
Uh,
and in America, in Britain. It was the film about the Le Mans 24-hour race. And I think it's called Ford versus Ferrari. But it
ah,
has two titles, and I can't remember which was the title in France. But it was about the famous Le Mans race.
I don't think I don't I've never heard of it. Did you like it?
It was pretty good. Maybe not my favorite film ever, but yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay.
And you, what was the last film you saw at the cinema?
Wow, that's a really good question. Um, I I have to think about that. I see a lot of movies and I watch a lot of movies at home.
Hmm.
Um, oh my gosh, I don't remember. I don't remember. I remember leaving the cinema thinking, "Oh, okay, that wasn't so bad." but I cannot remember what the title was, to be honest.
Do you remember Life Before Confinement, when we could go to the cinema?
Oh my God. No, I mean, yeah, I
Pierre,
think,
thank you.
that's it. 10 for first bar. Oh, so you were right, Drew. You had the title correct.
Well, technically no, because I saw it in France.
Oh, okay.
So when I saw it, it was Le Mans '66. But in my head, it's Ford versus Ferrari.
Is it originally an American film or a French film?
Yeah, American film. It's Matt Damon, Christian Bale. I can't
Ooh.
remember who directed it. I can't remember the director.
And what was I? Did you watch the movie in original version?
I did. I did, with French subtitles.
Good, that's better. I see. Oh, Carol says she prefers to watch films at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, we have Elena Melis from where? I can't read. From Cagliari. Nice. Gerard, his favorite film is Chucky, like with the doll.
Gerard likes horror films, possibly. Scary films.
Interesting. Oh, Magali. Oh, that's so sweet. Magali's favorite movie is Ghost.
Magali likes Ghost. Hey, we're popular. I can see lots of our students. Here is Sarah.
Oh, hello.
She prefers the cinema.
Nice.
Here's Simon, also known as Mohammed.
Hello, Simon.
Good to see you, Simon. Good to see you,
Yeah.
Mohammed. Whichever you prefer. Shall we move on? Angelique?
Yes.
Yes.
Let us continue. Oh, oopsies. 1 second. Okie dokie. Here we go. So we have a few questions for you guys here. Good films. So the first question is, what is your favorite film and why? Question 2, what is your least favorite film and why? Drew, do you want to read the next questions?
I will. So question 3, maybe for a singular. Who is your favorite actor? Or if you have more than one, who are your favorite actors?
Nice.
And the same for number 4. If it's 1, what is your favorite genre? Or if you have more than one, what are your favorite genres?
Very good.
Do you have a favorite film, Angelique?
I do. I have a few different films that I really, really enjoy to watch. The first one I can think of is Ender's Game, or I think in French the title is La Stratégie Ender.
The Strategy of Ender.
Yes, the Strategy Ender.
I have never seen that film. I've never seen it.
It's very, very good. What about you, Drew? What's your favorite film?
Oof, I mean, it's so difficult to choose one.
I know.
Like, I like so many films. So maybe for today, I have to choose one. So I'm going to say The Shining.
Classic.
Classic horror film.
Yeah. How many times have you seen that movie, do you think?
Oh, well, I have it on DVD.
Oh,
if anybody remembers DVDs.
what is that?
Technology from the past.
Yeah.
So yeah, I must have seen it 10 times, I guess. Maybe 10 times at least.
This year? No, I'm just
This
kidding.
year, I haven't seen it this year.
Oh,
Maybe this weekend. This weekend, I will rewatch it.
interesting. So we have some good answers here about everyone's favorite movie.
There's Fabio and his cat. My favorite films are Blade Runner and Ghostbusters.
Very nice.
Gerard, my favorite film is Chucky because I like being scared with the scared emoji.
It's like the painting, the scream.
Magali, my favorite film is Ghost with Peace Weeze. Peace Weeze, as he's known to his friends.
Yeah.
Probably Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore.
Very good one.
Here's Marie. My favorite movie is Pretty Woman because Julia Roberts is my favorite actress.
Is a great movie.
Great movie, very romantic film. Classic
Yeah.
romance there. Pierre, his favorite film is The Lord of the Rings trilogy, but in particular the third one, the final film. More favorite films. Would you like to read this one, Angelique?
Yeah, sure. So Elena says, one of my favorite films is Pulp Fiction. The actors are John Travolta and Uma Thurman. Also great. Let's see. Okay, Gabriella, my favorite film is Titanic because it is very love story.
Super romantic Titanic.
It is.
No spoilers, but
It's a sad ending. Sad
it's sad at
ending.
the end.
Oh, let's see. Sarah Lou, my favorite film is Oh no, Drew, how's your French pronunciation?
Flawless. Le roi et l'oiseau, because the music is beautiful.
Is this, which movie is this? No.
I don't know what film that is. It's like the King and the Bird. I don't know.
Interesting.
If any French speakers in the comments want to tell us what film that is, I'll be very appreciative.
Yeah.
I
Could it
don't
be
know.
The King and I? No.
The what? Sorry.
The King. Have you seen the movie The King and I?
The King and I. Mm-hmm.
It's I want to call it a classic, but maybe not for. But I'm not quite sure.
No. Here's Carol again.
I don't have a favorite film. I don't have a favorite film. I don't like horror movies. Yeah. No, that's not that.
So let's maybe should we move on to actors? Do you have a favorite actor or actors?
Interesting. I think this is a common opinion, but I really like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Mm-hmm.
He's also very cute too.
He's a handsome boy.
Yes, he is. I really enjoy. I have to think about this. I really enjoy Viola Davis, who is in How to Get Away with Murder. She's also in the movie The Help. I think she is fantastic.
Hello, Antonella. Great comment. Hi, teachers. I'm Antonella from Naples, and my favorite film is Dirty Dancing. I prefer watching films at the cinema, but at the moment, it's impossible. Yes, it is.
It is, but we will soon, hopefully.
Fingers crossed. Where's my camera? Fingers crossed.
Drew, what about you? Who is your favorite actor, or who are your favorite actors?
Oosh, another difficult question. I like Daniel Day-Lewis.
Ah,
Daniel Day-Lewis. He's a very good actor.
very man's man.
Is he? Is he a
I
man's
think
man?
so. I think he's very masculine.
I thought he was in touch with his emotions. I thought he was.
Very,
Yeah, I like. Who else do I like? Like for maybe like a more current actor, Tom Hardy is always good.
oh yes.
Tom Hardy is another good actor.
Do you have a favorite Tom Hardy movie?
There's a very interesting film with Tom Hardy, and I think it's called Lock. And all of the film, the entire film, is just Tom Hardy, nobody else, in a car driving.
Okay, how
It sounds terrible. It sounds terrible, but I promise it's really, really like it's intense.
well, it's interesting, I think.
Yeah. Here we
Let's
go. Who is this? Somebody agrees with me. Katie, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Morgan Freeman.
very good. I see. I really like Johnny Depp in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Carol,
Mm-hmm.
Sean Penn, Al Pacino, Meryl Streep. I am almost tempted to do my Al Pacino impersonation.
Can you please do it?
I'm going to save it for another day because it's quite rude.
What? Is it vulgar?
It's very vulgar.
Oh no.
Maybe another day for that one.
Now I'm really curious.
No, I can't do
it. Magali, I like Patrick Swayze because he was a good actor and he was handsome. He was. I feel so sad for Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, he became ill, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And also, for maybe some of our Italian students watching, or just people who like football, I always thought that Patrick Swayze looked very similar to the Juventus and Lazio footballer Pavel Nedved, but that's just my opinion.
I have to Google who that is.
If anybody knows Pavel Nedved, Patrick Swayze, put them together. Same person.
And they look the same.
Person. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm searching.
I've never seen them in the same place together.
Are you saying that Patrick Swayze is now living his life as a pro footballer, an old pro footballer?
Yeah, I think that's maybe why he stopped making films.
Sure.
That's the real reason.
I'm curious to know, let's see, Gabriella, my favorite actress is Emma Watson, and my favorite actor is Johnny Depp. Yeah, Emma Watson is great. Let's see. Drew, do you have a least favorite movie or a least favorite genre?
I think very difficult to choose a least favorite movie. But perhaps least favorite genre. I don't really like musicals.
Okay.
Mamma Mia and films like that. I don't really. I'm sorry. I know you're Greek, but I don't really like musicals or Mamma Mia. I don't really like the big kind of comic book films, the superhero films. Some are good, but they're not my favorite. How about you? Do you have a favorite genre, or a least favorite film, or a least favorite genre?
Yes, I do. I'm laughing because Berenice said her favorite film was Mamma Mia. So now I'm wondering if she's left the webinar. No, my least favorite genre, I think, is comedy,
Mm.
to be honest. And my least favorite movie is The Hangover. All of the Hangover movies. I think in French it's a very bad night, or
Yes,
a very bad night or
I think
time or
so.
something. I hate, and I'm using hate. It's very strong, but
It's a
that is
powerful
my.
word.
It is powerful, but it's my least favorite movie and my least favorite genre. Um, for everybody today, can you tell me if you know some genres? What is a genre?
What is a genre? We've just named a couple of genres. I spoke about musicals as a type of genre.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to write a
And
banner, but my brain can't do two things at once.
oh, I'm looking at the banner just go across like. I see. Marie told us what the movie in French, a very bad trip.
Very bad trip.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's it. Okay, so I
yeah.
see some genres coming in. Um,
Oh, I didn't mean to.
double
That was
banner action.
That's exciting. I didn't mean to do that. Just it works. Write some genres in your comments.
Yes, I see. Let's see. KT has written some genres.
Here we go. Let's show some genres.
Hmm.
Romantic comedy, horror,
Nice.
comedy, adventure, thriller, sci-fi, science fiction.
Nice.
You
And
you spoke about Ender's Game.
I did.
What genre is Ender's Game?
Ender's Game is considered to be under two genres, science fiction and fantasy.
Mm.
I love science fiction and fantasy. And what about The Shining? True.
The Shining is definitely a horror, but
Yeah.
it's not like a. It is violent, but it's more of a psychological horror.
Mm.
It's not loud noises. It's psychological horror. Here
In
we
your
go.
head.
Cartoons. Cartoons also called animation.
Nice, very nice.
Oh, here's a good one.
Good.
How would you pronounce that? Biopic or biopic?
I would say biopic, which is kind
Like
of
biopic.
yes.
Yeah, because I never remember biopic documentary here.
Now that you say biopic or biopic, that doesn't sound bad either. So that's another one to Google after.
Hmm.
So shall I show the list of genres we have?
Yes, please.
Okay. Da, da, da.
Oh, I have to. How do I get rid of that? Ta-da! I will also remove the banner.
The both or just the one? Okay.
It
So
just it takes me time to do things. I'm slow. I'm sorry.
no, that's perfect. Let's see. Drew, do you want to read the genre list?
I shall indeed. We've got fantasy, romance, action, comedy, animation, musical, horror, and science fiction.
Nice.
Also, sci-fi.
Mm.
Sci-fi.
So another question, which adjectives describe your favorite film? So Gerard, how do you describe Chucky? Or Magali, how would you describe Ghost? And Berenice, how do you describe Mamma Mia? And Drew, how would you describe The Shining?
The Shining. Well, the first adjective I think of straight away is scary.
Hmm. Ah.
Scary film. Intense.
Mhm.
It's an intense experience. Psychological. Creepy.
Do you have a synonym for creepy?
Ooh,
It's hard.
maybe unsettling,
Yeah.
unnerving,
Hmm.
and Ender's Game. What adjectives can you use to describe Ender's Game?
So it's the complete opposite of The Shining, but it is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It is fun. Um, it is a little suspenseful at the end of the movie. It's fast moving. There's a lot of action, and there is a twist.
No
There's.
spoilers.
I won't say anything.
No spoilers.
But we do have a twist. How do we describe twist? What does twist mean? Do you guys know if a movie has a twist?
I'm not seeing many people using adjectives to describe their films yet either. No, I can't see any. Come on, people. Get typing.
Yeah, show us your
Chop,
adjective.
chop. We want adjectives. Where are your adjectives?
Yes.
First person to write an adjective gets a prize. Maybe.
At a later date.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are there any, let's see, for a very bad trip, for example, what could be an adjective to describe those films besides stupid?
Stupid. Yeah, I guess they would like them to be described as funny
Yeah.
and entertaining, but maybe from what you said, not funny, not entertaining.
Not funny.
Here we go. I can see a comment.
Here we go.
Elena, you win the special prize for being the first person to comment. Pulp Fiction has funny and dark moments.
Nice. It does.
Pierre disagrees with you, Angelique. He thinks it's hilarious.
It is not hilarious, Pierre. I have to disagree. Oh, Magali. Let's see, KT freaking hilarious. I think about a very bad trip, hangover, maybe. Very good. Ghost is a film, sick, fantastic. It is romantic and with suspense. It is beautiful. Yes. I see Lord of the Rings is epic.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Nice. That's a good one. Epic and breathtaking. Good expression. Breathtaking when it's so fantastic. takes your breath. Nice. Yes, Hangover is hilarious. I have to disagree. The actors are fantastic. Very good. Good adjectives. Should we continue?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's time.
It is indeed. Let's take a look. So, one second. We have this picture here of a man in space. So we have an astronaut in space. Can you guys think of some films that are in space? What movies are in space?
I can think of one or two very, very big, very, very famous space films, but I will not say them.
We have one coming in. Gravity, yeah.
Gravity. Lots of people saying Gravity, Gravity, Gravity.
Yeah, Gravity. Have you seen Gravity, Drew?
I have, but it was on a, as we say, it was on a dodgy stream. So the picture quality wasn't very good. And it kept stopping and starting. Have you seen it?
I have. I saw it in the United States in IMAX, and it was
Did
really.
you like it?
I did. I saw it, I think, 1 month after the release.
Mm-hmm.
So no one was at the cinema. It was just me and my friends, and it was very, very big, and I really enjoyed it.
Like a private cinema.
Yes.
Here's one of those big, big famous films I was thinking of.
I think someone has the answer to the question I was wondering.
I was building the tension by doing it last.
All right, keep going.
Apollo 13. Magali, 2001: A Space Odyssey.
That's a great one too.
Really good film. Gravity. Yep, starring Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. Gorgeous George. His official name, Gorgeous George Clooney.
Is that what you call him, or is it...
That's what his friends call him.
Okay, you're his friend, I know.
Close friends with George. Alien. Sunshine. Deep Impact. And let's have a look. I've lost the comment that I wanted to.
So I think Simon has it also. And Carol. Exactly. Da, da, da.
Interstellar.
Oops.
Oop.
I'm giving away the answer. Absolutely. Which Interstellar is actually my favorite movie. It's Ender's Game and Interstellar, but Interstellar is about here for me. So we have some questions for y'all. So if we're thinking about Interstellar or your favorite film, where does it take place? And when does it take place? Who are the main actors? And who is the director?
Oh, I will remove the thing so we can see the last question. Sorry.
So with The Shining, where does it take place?
So The Shining, it takes place in a big hotel. It takes place in a big empty hotel up in the mountains. And Ender's Game, where does it take place?
Ender's Game takes place in 2 locations. First, in the beginning of the movie, it is on Earth, and then after, they are in space on Sort of a space station training camp.
And when does it take place?
This takes place sometime in the future, very, very far future. What about The Shining? When does it take place?
It takes place in the 1970s, I think. Fabio.
My life right now feels a bit like The Shining. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine.
Fabio he can communicate with people using the power of his mind.
Mm-hmm. And who are the main actors in The Shining?
Well, the main actors, the main character is Jack Nicholson.
Mm-hmm.
His wife is played by Shelley Duvall.
Mm-hmm.
There's also there's somebody in there. I can't remember the name of the character, but he's played by Scatman Crothers, which is just an incredible name to have.
Is that the police officer's name? Or
In
no?
the film?
Yeah.
No, it's the janitor of
Or
the hotel.
yeah, at the end of the movie, the guy that saves. So, okay, I hope it's not a spoiler and that you all have seen the movie. uh, let's see. Okay. Crimson Peak with Tom Hiddleston around late 1800s to 1900. I did see that. Did you see that movie, Drew?
No, I have never seen that film.
That film has a very good twist. So oh no, spoiler alert. I know I don't have like a spoiler alert button or symbol so you can plug your ears. I apologize. Oh boy.
And it's true, the woman in The Shining, she does look like Olive from Popeye.
She does. Oh my goodness.
Not many people talking about where their film takes place or when their film takes place just yet. Oh, as I say that, Magali. So she's talking about Ghost, and it takes place in New York in 1990 with Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze.
Is Molly the name of the character? Demi Moore's character?
Ah, maybe. Maybe, yeah. Demi Moore plays Molly and Patrick Swayze plays Sam, perhaps.
Ah, I see. The Lord of
There's
the
one more.
The Lord of the Rings takes place in Middle Earth. It's an imaginary world. Very nice. Let's see. And do you know the director? Did you say the director of The Shining?
I did not say the director.
Who is the director of The Shining?
The director of The Shining, one of my favorite directors, Stanley Kubrick.
What other movies has he done?
Well, one was mentioned in the comments earlier, 2001, A Space Odyssey. Spartacus.
Oh, yeah.
Very old film with Kirk Douglas. I'm Spartacus. No, I'm Spartacus. What was that war film he did as well, the Vietnam War film? Why can I not remember the name? I can't believe I can't remember the name.
You will think of it as soon as you finish.
Full Metal Jacket.
Oh,
Full Metal Jacket.
yeah.
Marie says Pretty Woman takes place in Los Angeles.
Nice. I see Magali Whoopi Goldberg is a crazy spirit.
Fabio, my favorite film takes place in a dystopian future Los Angeles in the year 2019, except not the real 2019 because the film was made in 1982.
I have one. Groundhog. It sounds like an espresso machine, Drew.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I think somebody's trying to get into my house.
Someone wants to join the webinar behind you.
Yeah.
Florian said, I have one, Groundhog Day. The main actor is Bill Murray. This is a fantastic film, and I feel like we are in Groundhog Day now. Like every day is the same.
Same day over and over and over.
But it's not as funny because Bill Murray is not here with me.
Unfortunately.
No. Oh.
Luckily not the old Kirk Douglas.
You look like a young Kirk Douglas.
I got the chin. He's got the famous, the Kirk Douglas dimple in the chin.
Should we move on? Elena has a good one. Elena says Pulp Fiction takes place in Los Angeles in 1994. The main actors are Uma Thurman, John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson, and Bruce Willis. Nice one, Elena. Should we continue, Drew?
Yeah, I think time is short. I've just seen the time. It's already 4:43.
Let's go. Should we do maybe one or two corrections? Or should we go to the middle of the movie?
Whoops. Let me we could your choice. We only have 5 or 6 minutes. What is the next slide?
The next one is going to be about the middle. We've got the beginning of the movie, or we can talk about the middle of the movie. Which I think the middle of the movie might be quite interesting.
Perhaps, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Particularly maybe like the second and third question.
Yes.
And the third.
Would you like to read the questions?
I will indeed. So all of the questions, we've got what happens to the characters? How do they change during the film? Do you like the soundtrack? Are there special effects? Is there a plot twist?
So I want to ask you what happens to the characters in The Shining, but I don't want to have another spoiler alert.
Well, I will describe in very small detail. It's a happy family. They go to live in a hotel when the hotel is closed for winter. But with time, they start going a bit crazy. In particular, Jack Nicholson. He goes very, very crazy. Again, it's a bit like now, isn't it, with the lockdown? The first week's okay. Week 2, you start having dark thoughts. Week 3, you find your axe.
Just you peeking through the door.
Yeah, every door in my house is now broken because I put my head through it.
Just
The landlord's going to kill me.
well, when he comes in, you can just put your head through, and he'll love it. We have some good questions. So as me and Drew speak about our favorite films, in the comments, I want to see what happens to the characters in your favorite film, or is there a twist, a surprise at the end? Do you like the soundtrack? Drew, what is soundtrack?
So the soundtrack, when we talk about a film, when we talk about television, the soundtrack is the music. Usually it's the music in the film or the music in the television program.
So again, while Drew and I are talking about The Shining or Ender's Game, I want to see your answers. If you like the soundtrack of your movies, do they change during the film? Is there a plot twist? So the soundtrack in The Shining, how can you describe it? Is there a soundtrack?
There is a soundtrack. It is not a happy soundtrack. There's lots of music which there's like lots of violins that go, oh, hang on, where's my camera? Like very like, it makes you, I'm describing that terribly. It has music that makes you nervous. It has music that makes you on edge, as they say. And Ender's Game? How is the soundtrack?
The soundtrack for Ender's Game is like a lot of action movies when the people are fighting together. There's a lot of symphony music in the background. But let's think for Interstellar. Interstellar has my favorite composer, which is Hans Zimmer. And are you familiar with Hans Zimmer, Drew?
I am. He invented a walking frame, didn't he, for old people? That's a terrible joke. It's a terrible joke. I'm sorry. I don't know if you call them Zimmer frames in America.
Oh,
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I do know Hans Zimmer.
Disrespect Hans Zimmer.
No, I know Hans Zimmer. I like Hans Zimmer.
Hans, if for our people watching, Hans Zimmer does the music for Interstellar. He does the music for Gladiator. He does the music for Inception, that really famous scene in Inception, the ending, and the music finishes right when the doesn't fall or stays up, the little piece. So Hans Zimmer is my favorite musician for soundtrack. Ooh.
Do you think that's the Lion King?
I think so. Which is very interesting because Hans Zimmer, when he goes to play, he has the crew for the Lion King, the singers, the original singers, and he performs the song. The live. I can't.
more.
So I guess before we finish up here, we have a few responses.
Let me. I've been distracted. Pierre, in Star Wars, the character becomes what he swore to destroy. The soundtrack is really famous and really good. Yeah, one of the most famous soundtracks in cinema, I think, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Elena, I really like the soundtrack of Pulp Fiction.
Very good.
What's this?
Hans Zimmer will be in Lyon in November. Hopefully, I think tickets were on sale already, like a few months ago. But it's a very, very good show, so I recommend.
Do you think that someone will get you tickets for that?
For my birthday or for Christmas, maybe.
Maybe if you mention it once or twice, maybe you'll get lucky.
I'll try to.
But I think we are out of time.
We are for
I think
today.
we're out of time. Thank you very much for everybody who joined us. Thank you very much for everybody who commented, or thank you very much if you just came and watched, came and listened.
And it was so great to see you guys. Magali has a really good answer. We're going to read before we leave. Sam and Molly are happy, but Sam dies by a killer, and his ghost wants to protect his girlfriend. The music of the film is very beautiful with a cute love scene.
Yep.
The classic.
The sexy pottery.
Can we try to do it together? Oh,
it's a powerful. It's a powerful moment.
It is powerful. I feel the love. But thank you guys. It was so great to see new names and old ones.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Angelique.
Thank you, Drew.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. Bye.